Welcome to Adventure Story 1 in this Krishna Katha Adventures Series. As mentioned in the welcome video, Krishna actually appears with all his paraphernalia and demonstrates his activities in Vrindavan, then in Mathura, and then in Dwarka. Therefore, this series will be divided into 3 segments. 1. The village boy of Vrindavan. 2. The city of Mathura. And 3. Krishna's queens in Dwarka. As this monthly adventure series will only be for 1 year, relatively few adventures will be included. But let's begin now. 1. The village boy of Vrindavan. Vrindavan is such a nice place. Flowers are always blooming, and there are even various kinds of decorated deer. Birds are chirping, peacocks are dancing, and bees are humming. The cuckoos sing nicely in 5 kinds of tunes. From the Krishna book. Story 1. Birth of the Birthless. 5,000 years ago, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, out of his own sweet will, appeared in the land of India, but he did not choose to appear descending on a fluffy cloud with angels blowing trumpets, or on a mountain top with the sound of thunder. Rather, he appeared in a stone prison cell as a seemingly newborn son of Vasudeva and Devaki, who had been incarcerated by the evil King Kamsa. On the stroke of midnight, on a night chosen by Krishna for his advent, the entire universe became surcharged with auspicious qualities. The planetary systems were automatically adjusted, and favourable stars were visible in the sky. Although it was 8 days after a full moon, the moon was in an overjoyous condition, and by the grace of Krishna now appeared full to everyone. Signs of good fortune spread everywhere. The lakes were beautifully decorated with lotus flowers, which were in full bloom despite the midnight hour. Exotic birds in the forest began to sing with sweet voices. Peacocks displayed their colourful tails as they danced joyfully. Throughout the universe, springtime manifested everywhere, but the atmosphere retained an enjoyable cool temperature. Breezes perfumed by fragrant flowers glided across the lands. Soft clouds gathered in the sky and mildly thundered, creating gentle sounds like ocean waves. All the priests who had been prevented by Kamsa and his evil friends from performing their religious rituals awakened and with peaceful minds eagerly began their offerings. Forbidden prayers sprang from their lips and filled the air. When everything was attuned throughout the universe, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, appeared as a newborn child before Vasudeva and Devaki. A dungeon room had become the apparent birthplace of the most opulent Supreme Lord. Vasudeva was speechless when he gazed upon this extraordinary newborn child before him. Krishna had appeared as a baby with 4 arms holding a conch shell, club, disc, and lotus. His body was the colour of a blue lotus flower. Pearls and a brilliant jewel hung around his neck, while a garland of fresh flowers graced his body. His black hair was curled beautifully around his sweet face. On his head sat a helmet with valuable gems, and earrings sparkled on his lotus-like earlobes. The child was dressed in yellow silk. His smiling lips and laughing eyes gazed lovingly at Vasudeva and Devaki, who were struck with wonder. Even though they were still prisoners in that dark dungeon, they experienced great transcendental happiness. Immediately they wanted to mark this astonishing occasion by giving away many decorated cows. This time-honoured tradition of cow distribution was considered the most auspicious way to celebrate any great event and was welcomed by all. However, being shackled prisoners, they instead closed their eyes and wished away thousands of beautiful cows to their many friends. Vasudeva, understanding that this child was the Supreme Lord, with folded hands he prayed, "O my Lord, proprietor of all creation, you have now appeared in my family, desiring to protect this world. I am sure that you will kill all the armies that are moving all over the world under the leadership of politicians who are dressed as rulers, but who are factually demons. They must be killed by you for the protection of the innocent public. O my Lord, as soon as Kamsa hears from his lieutenants that you have appeared, he will immediately come with weapons to kill you." Devaki then began to express her motherly affection and concerns. "My Lord, your four-armed form is appreciated by yogis in meditation. Please make this form invisible to those who see with material eyes. Please arrange for the sinful Kamsa to be unable to understand that you have taken birth from my womb." Even though Vasudeva had previously kept his promise and handed over each of his newborn children to Kamsa, this time he was determined Kamsa would not have his way. But because of the Lord appearing in this surprising four-armed form, Vasudeva and Devaki feared they could not hide his identity. The Supreme Lord then spoke soothing words to relieve their anxiety. Krishna assured Mother Devaki, "O supremely chaste Mother, think of me constantly as your son, but always know that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead." After thus instructing his father and mother, Krishna transformed himself into his original two-armed form. This divine child now lay in Devaki's lap, looking just like a helpless newborn. Namaste.